everyone, I'm Himadri. Today in this video, I'm going to give a quick overview of my home SOC lab project. I'm building a small enterprise-style networking using pfSense, Suricata, and Wazuh to simulate how a real SOC works. This video focuses mainly on the architecture and the main idea. The goal of this lab is simple: to simulate a real-world enterprise network, generate attacks from an external machine, and monitor everything centrally using a SIEM. Instead of just learning tools separately, I wanted to see how firewall, IDS, and SIEM actually work together in a proper architecture. For infrastructure, I used VMware Workstation with separate virtual networks to simulate WAN and LAN environment. In the security stack, pfSense acts as the perimeter firewall. Suricata runs on pfSense as the IDS IPS. Wazuh is used as a centralized SIEM. Inside the internal network, I have a Windows server configured as a domain controller, a Windows 10 machine as a domain joint client. Separately, I'm using Kali Linux as an external attacker machine connected to the WAN side of pfSense. So the internal systems generate logs and the Kali machine generates attacks. This allows me to simulate real external attack scenarios and monitor how the defensive stack responds. So now here comes the core architecture of my home SOC lab. At the top, we have Internet. Kali Linux is placed outside the internal network and acts as an external attacker. It interacts with the pfSense WAN interface, just like a real-world attacker would target a public-facing firewall. pfSense acts as the perimeter firewall. It separates external traffic from the internal LAN and enforces security rules. Inside the LAN, I have logically divided the environment into two parts: AD network, SOC network. AD network contains the Windows server, that is domain controller, and a Windows 10 client. SOC network contains the SIEM VM that is running Wazuh. Suricata runs on pfSense and monitors both WAN and LAN traffic for suspicious activity. The Windows machine have Wazuh agents installed and they forward logs to the SIEM server. pfSense firewall logs are also sent to Wazuh for centralized monitoring. Now let's take an example. Kali performs a port scan against the Windows server. Suricata can detect the scanning activities at the network level. pfSense logs the connection attempts, and Wazuh collects and correlates these logs for investigation. So this architecture allows me to simulate a real attack, detect it, and analyze it from a SOC perspective, just like in an enterprise environment. What this project demonstrates? So it shows network segmentation, parameter security, intrusion detection, centralized log analysis, basic SOC workflow simulation. It's practical lab for understanding how blue team monitoring works in enterprise environments. This lab also focuses on attack simulations, alert investigations, and incident response testing. In the next video, I'll start demonstrating these tools. This video was mainly to explain the architecture. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.